Hi, I'm Jim Sacco, and I'm ready for some playoff football.
And I'm Rob Sisk, and where is Waldo?
And you're watching the Sports Desk. Hi, I'm Jim Sacco, sports editor here at the News Virginia, and with me today is football writer Rob Sisk. Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Guess what we're talking about today?
Football playoffs.
Exactly. And the second game we got coming up Friday night is Stonewall Jackson at Buffalo Gap. Interesting. The second time these two teams will play all season. Same division and district.
Exactly. And you have 3 Shenandoah teams in the playoffs, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but God bless the VHSL.
Yes, and the PowerPoints. We love them. Rob, what can we expect in this game? This is Dick Kroll, who's, you know, as old school as they come, and this is Rob Maxwell, who's pretty old school himself out of Buffalo Gap. What are we looking for in this match?
It's going to be one of those games where Buffalo Gap is going to try to have those big plays like they did all season, and then yeah, they're not going to get a lot of yardage every time, but when they do, you're done.
What I like about this Gap team is they're almost like a revised Riverheads. I mean, they give you the 3 yards and a cloud of dust on occasion, just like Casto is known for doing.
Exactly.
But what you see out of this team that you might not see out of Robert Casto team in Riverheads is the occasional 60-70-yard run. Off tackle sometimes too, not necessarily around the ends. I mean, they're breaking 60-70 yards off tackle and pickle knuckles.
Now what they're doing is they're getting those 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and then when you expect it, they're going to throw the ball or they're going to send pickle on a different route, and you're not going to expect it, and they're going to get a touchdown out of it.
I bet Rob Maxwell is a great chess player. And I say that just because the way he really peppers them up with those, you know, up-the-gut runs. And then he can bust out for the throw or bust out for the 7-yard touchdown run. You got to like the way he coaches.
Oh, definitely. He knows how to mess up another team. He knows how to go in and set up a team to expect one thing, and then he does the complete opposite. And that's what really has propelled Gap to an undefeated record. I mean, the Luray was the only hiccup game they've had all season.
And they got lucky getting out of that one. Let's be honest here. Luray missing a 2-point conversion with under a minute left, you know. And it's Luray. It's not like it was Riverhead. It's not like it was Stonewall. It's not like it was
Page.
Exactly.
You know,
it was Luray. Yeah.
One win.
To all the Luray viewers, it's a beautiful high school out there. Your football team just had a down year. I mean, one thing we cannot ignore here is Travis Morris. What's going on? He did not play last week. You think we're going to see him this week?
I don't know yet. High schools are really hush-hush about how high school athletes are. They like the parents to talk about it, not the coach. It's a legal issue, and sometimes they'll talk about it, sometimes they won't, but the Gap camp has been pretty silent so far.
That's HIPAA, the scourge of the high school sports reporter. But, Rob, what do you see this game coming out? It's been a while since Gap. They were not in the playoffs last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, it's been a while, at least 2 years since Gap has had a playoff game. What kind of advantage do they have coming in this with a team they've already played and beaten?
They have a huge advantage. They've already got the confidence going in. The only detriment they're really going to have is Stonewall's like, hey, they beat us bad last time, let's beat them this time. And that could or could not happen. I don't think Stonewall is disciplined enough where they're not going to get too emotional about it. But Gap is, they definitely have the advantage, I think, just because it's at their home field. It's against a team they beat in district. They've seen them 100 times. They know what's going to happen.
I put Dickie Kroll, the coach at Stonewall, on the same level as I do Casto in terms of you really can't count a Dickie Kroll team out. There's always something. Obviously, the loss of Richard Long, who graduated last year for Stonewall, great running back, probably one of the best running backs on the single A level the whole Valley has seen in quite some time. His loss definitely will play a big factor in this game and give Buffalo Gap a little added advantage. Do you see if Gap wins this one, they're 11-0. Are they on their way to at least a state title date?
As long as they don't get too cocky about it. I think they are probably one of the best single A teams I've seen in a while, excluding last year's Riverheads team. They definitely have the shot at it. They just got to get around. They're going to have to get around either William Campbell or Riverheads again, and then you never know what's going to happen once they reach the actual state playoffs.
and we'll probably match up with J.I. Burton once they get in the state playoffs,
Which that's
right?
going to be great, because every Shenandoah district fan wants to see J.I. Burton go down. It doesn't matter who you're a fan of.
You just want to see J.I. Burton lose. Same deal, Riverheads folks. If you're going out of Buffalo Gap, you're probably going to want to get there early, no matter if it's rain and snow and sleeting, tornado. They're going to have.
And all are possible in Buffalo Gap.
Yeah, they're going to have the stands full. Hey, we'll talk a little more football right after this. I'm Jim Sackle. This is Rob Sis. Thanks for joining me. Our goal is to do this once a week, this little webcast, but we got to know what we're doing right and we got to know what we're doing wrong. So email me at sports@newsvirginian.com and let us know if we look too stiff and we shouldn't be on your computer live. Let us know. We'll go back to newspapers. If you're liking it and you got questions for us, email them. We'll answer those questions, and I hope you're downloading and enjoying it every day of the week. We'll see you guys next time on the Sports Desk.